Okay people, what we're doing today, we're informing an enforcement agent, Mr. Shaw, that the case that he's collecting for is, what we got here, spirits? Oh goodness. Yeah, the case that he's collecting for, there's been an oversight and the client is somewhat under a doctor medication. I would classify as vulnerable. Has had some trouble, has been to court, the council and the police have been informed, crime reference numbers, things like that. He believes he's settled the account, he's acted honourably and had a chasing for some monies owed when they weren't in the property. The council are aware, so are the police, so this hasn't been deducted, but yet they've settled the account, the client, they've deducted it and then they've moved. So letters may have been sent to a previous address, crossed in the post, you can see how it's happened, and now we've got the state enforcement officer acting under a bogus liability order probably anyway, as it is for council tax bills and recovery. So all we've got to do, I don't need to claim anything about the person, I don't need to rely on the birth certificate, I don't need to rely on the usual angle of argument that we have and recourse and rebuttal. What I need to do is point out that the client has acted honourably. He's private tenant, he's on medication, he struggles with his bills, goes to a food bank regular, is employed, but he's currently off work at the minute under the doctor and medication. This needs passing back to initially the enforcement doorstep agent needs informing and giving information of cease and desist. If he doesn't willingly want to give up this, then I will inform the head office tomorrow what's happened. It's now the 15th of March, it's 5:30, so no offices are open, we can't do anything at the minute, so we've just got to give this gentleman a call, see if he's a nice man, see if he wants to play, and then obviously leave these people alone for the time being while they get their heads together and sort things out. I don't know very much, but what I do know is more than most. I'm no expert in any of this. I've just done a little bit of research. I've followed my gut feeling and what I think is honourable as a man with a spirit inside him and a consciousness. There's a body, there's a mind and there's a spirit. I live in this body and I do things to help people because there's nowhere where you can go to get this help. There's nowhere, and if I make a mistake I say sorry, there's no damage done, and we correct it and we move on. Anybody that's used to doing stuff like this, let us know in Sovereign Solicitors, because I'm getting overloaded with work. I have a family, a full-time slave committal, we'll say. I get stressed out. We've got a brilliant admin team in there, the 12 warriors of truth and justice, so we're doing good. We're nearly approaching 1,000 members. We've been open a year and a half, we'll say. It's going good. We've got a few solid friends and made some good connections with groups on there on Facebook. We're looking to get an external website sorted out, and what we don't know we ask other people about, and there's some brilliant groups on there. Council Tax My Arse, a certain vulnerability group, people that are vulnerable, weak, needy, mentally diminished, struggle. Then there's people to help and advise, people that won't take your money and lie to you, part of a society, and then be in cahoots with the people that we're trying to fight or argue with. Enough said, let's do this. New J Rossendales pops up with the internet search. New J Rossendales.
Hello?
Hello there, good evening. May I speak to Mr. J Shaw, please?
Speaking.
Hello there, sir. This is my name's David. I need 5 minutes of your time, if I may, just to communicate with you about a client of mine that I've took on this afternoon. May I give you the case reference and just talk a little? Thank you very much, called Sovereign Solicitors, a small business you might call it. So Craig's come to me, he's rang me up and he said that he's scared for one, and he's in a predicament. He's off work, he's on medication, and this lad's been to court about something that's happened personally in a previous address. He's told the council that between April 16 and August 16 he had to move out because the police and the authorities were involved and they weren't in the property. So what Craig's done is paid up the bill via standing order to the account. He's cleared it, but there's money owing for the periods of April to August, which he's told me are 300 and something pound fees. He said that he was in the garden today when you come round, and he said he was Craig Rusby. He agreed to that. He took the letter off you. We're not arguing contracts and things like that you people usually argue. What we need you to understand is, no, this is it. He's taken the letter from you and he's opened it and he's seen the liability order for the outstanding amount. So then he's questioned himself why he owes that money, and he's realised it's because when they went to court and he got moved out of the property they were in, the council didn't. They said they weren't liable for 4 months of tax, but his 4 months haven't been taken off. So this is all. What I'm going to do is ask you to please bear with us, and tomorrow I'm going to ring your head office and then email them all the details. I'm going to get the crime reference number from the police, the case file for when they went to court, and I'm also going to inform the council of that they've made an error and now there's a debt collector coming for monies that shouldn't be owed. It's an administrative error. It looks like this isn't someone pillicking you.
Debt collectors, we're bailiffs acting on behalf of the magistrates' courts, mate.
So your bailiff's acting on behalf of the magistrates' courts. I understand that, sir. So liability has been issued. Is there a warrant? What paperwork have you got with you then? What's happening?
Well, we're due to attend to seize goods from the property.
So what court paperwork do you proclaim to have? Is it a warrant of an enforcement order, an order for taking control of goods act, or which? I need to know what you've got because I need to know how to proceed.
Yeah, none of them are warrants. It's a warrant of execution.
Yeah, so that's got a judge's name. Have you got the original paperwork and is it signed in wet ink with a judge's legible signature and his crown on, his seal crown?
Wet ink don't mean anything. You're talking absolute rubbish. So what I'll do, I'll carry on with my recovery action, okay, and you just carry on spouting rubbish. All right.
No, it's not about spouting rubbish. It's about contractual obligation. Right. Oh. Spouting rubbish. This man's on for a game. He's on for the game. Did you hear what he just said, people? Not answering. Rossendales. Oh dear. He's acting unprofessional now then. So it looks like we can't give a verbal cease and desist. He's not getting anywhere. I'll have to text him. We'll text him and give him a cease and desist. Sorry, it's not a very good video, but I need to show it you for legal and security reasons. So it's recorded. Obviously, it's more evidence the better. What am I doing here? Speaking out loud. 786785432 Do not trespass. Cause injury. Trying to type it fast because I'm aware the video's going. I can't pause it. It's a crap camera. See, they don't listen. They think they've got all the power. They're wrong. They're acting wrong. they're not acting in the rule of law, due process. He didn't listen to me, so it's now trespass. The police will be called. Rossendales will know about sovereign solicitors. Right then, done. This is how it reads. You are hereby given a cease and desist order for account 34384 blah 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 78654. I'm an idiot. Do not trespass, cause harm, injury or loss to my client. Rossendale's head office will be contacted regarding this tomorrow. The police will be called to protect my client if necessary. Video will be used in court as evidence. David, Sovereign Solicitors. You are here, but backwards, yeah. That's what we do. Spelt sovereign wrong. And then we send. It's gone. Jobber. Right then, people. Sorry, that was a bit boring. It was short-lived. Need to ring the man back now and tell him to get ready to call the police. It's going to be trespass. He's got it. It was delivered. Little R2. I use the reference for any of you that are considering doing this. You need to make, like, let's get the white balance back. Make a list of things. It's scribbly, but it's got all the things on: rent, bills, gas, electric, reference numbers, how you pay it, dates concerned, things that you need to reference whilst you're on the call. I didn't actually get to use any of that at all, but if he'd have listened, he'd have found out that it's as simple as go away. But the company will have bought that debt. He's paid per hour, you know, price per job. So this has cost them money. For them to make a mistake, an administrative mistake, and then to hear that it's not going to be paid, has pissed him off. Pardon my French. So now I'm pissed off, and my client will be pissed off. But we have the police, we have the rule of law. So the gangster's come in, and he's saying he's got a warrant of execution. A warrant of execution. Yes, well, a warrant to execute, yes, to execute an order, and he's got a taking control of goods order. And if he'd have listened to me, which he knew what was coming, yeah, the taking control of goods order in there specifies the debtor can request that the debt is passed back to the original creditor. There was no goods in that house, yeah, they are something that you have for lock up as stock, and you take it to a shop to be sold or market. This is for commerce under UCC, Admiralty, Maritime. We don't have goods. The way the word thing is just disgusting. It's their world. They come from their world into our world and say we must abide and do. What my client's done though, yeah, he's taken a letter from this guy, which is fair enough because we don't need to argue the constitutional inherent section 151 and prove to me that the Corporate City Finance Act applies to me, the flesh and blood man, and not just my person, which they can't. So again, it's all consensual. It's statute and legislation. This is an administrative oversight, which it can be easily explained and proved. And then these guys are pissed off, as I've said there, and oh well, the saga will continue. Try him again. He's got my text message, so that's all we need. It's been served digitally. I think you will find our liability order supersedes your common law nonsense anyway. Haha. Right then. See you later, guys. Peace and love.